to KBTV. I'm Kevin with the Kevin Blaine Real Estate Team, and today my host is Shawn Cardoza. Shawn, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Shawn, I want to talk to you about something exciting that's going on in your life recently. You have been in law enforcement for nearly a decade, and you've recently transitioned into full-time real estate. Tell me a little bit about that decision and why you made that.
All right. Well, I have been involved in real estate for 6-7 years now, since late 2009. While I worked for Tulare PD, I kind of put myself through, and it was just a passion I've always wanted to do since I was probably right out of high school. I've always interested in it. Once I started doing it, it kind of really took off, and so I really enjoyed it, and I decided that I wanted to jump back into more full-time status. It's been a great thing to kind of do. It was on the side, but it was really more of a full-time job. So kind of working 2 full-time jobs at the same time, and decided it was time to pick something, and I really love real estate. So 2
full-time jobs, and I believe you, because I feel like my real estate job is probably 3 full-time jobs, just the real estate. But so when you were in law enforcement, you would have your shift work, and then when you got off shift in the evenings or weekends, then you'd be able to meet with your clients and help them buy and sell homes. Is that how it worked?
Yeah. When I was working for Tulare Police Department, I would sometimes be working graveyard shifts, get up in the morning, try to sleep for a little bit in the morning, then get up, go show a house, come back home, sleep a little bit more, then go to work. Work at another graveyard shift. So it started to become a lot.
And Shawn has been part-time real estate, had a full-time job, just transitioning to full-time real estate this year. And it's really amazing. 2 years ago, Shawn helped close to 40 families in 1 year buy and sell real estate while working full-time in law enforcement. And to put that in perspective, the average full-time real estate agent sells about 10 to 12 homes per year, and Shawn was pushing 40 with a full-time job, a wife, 5 children, and about 40 farm animals. You guys have a lot of animals at your house.
Yeah, we do. We've got horses, chickens, ducks, dogs, cats, you name it. We used to have a goat too, but we got rid of him. And
I'm so excited for you, Shawn, to see you devote all of your working hours in real estate and what that will lead to. How are you able to have a full-time job, a demanding job, working for the police department, and still service close to 40 buyers and sellers that year? I mean, how does that work?
There's a lot of after hours, a lot of weekends, holidays, anytime I had in between to be able to do it.
So we're dubbing this Heroes to Homes. Shawn was in law enforcement, which we can around here consider heroes, and now selling homes full-time as a realtor on the Kevin Blaine Real Estate Team. And Shawn, I know you've learned a lot. You've been now in real estate for 6 years, I believe.
6 years in real estate. Yep.
And was there a moment in time when you decided, yeah, you know what, I am going to do this, even if it's at a part-time?
There was a couple moments. It was probably about a year ago. I gave myself a goal of January. Got close to reaching that goal, and then probably when I realized I wasn't going to quite make it, just towards the end of last year, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to try to make it happen June of this year. Mm-hmm. And really, real estate is just, it's been a passion of mine. It's really picked up. It's been doing very good for me this year, so it's kind of the ducks all lined up perfectly for this to be the time to do it.
Shawn, I think the future is bright for you. Shawn is one of the nicest, most honest guys I've ever met, and when I talk to former colleagues of Shawn with the police department, it's always the same answer. You know, Shawn's one of the nicest guys we've ever met. He never swears. You can trust him with your life, which in some cases they mean literally. Working for in law enforcement, so I've no doubt that you'll do well, Shawn. I wanted to ask you: is there a certain type of client, buyer, seller, buyers, sellers, rural properties, commercial properties, ag, first-time home buyers, or is it just Kind of all of the above.
It's pretty much all the above. I've worked with them all so far, from commercial property, ag property, to just residential, to a small acreage with homes on them. I've pretty much done them all. I want to say first-time home buyers are some of my very favorite sales, just because it's so rewarding to be able to help them to reach their goals, and it's just something that it's such a joy to be able to hand them their keys. I love also working with sellers, and in working with sellers, it's just a joy to help them reach their goals, especially when I've heard it many times that they struggled with an agent, and it's just been issues trying to sell in the past, and then if I can go in there and just turn that around and make them really change their mind towards what real estate agents do, then it's just a joy to do that.
You know, Shawn, thank you for that feedback. I have to agree with you. The working with buyers is awesome. It's fun. I mean, they're excited. They're buying their first home, or they're moving up and buying their next home. Either way, they're very excited. And with sellers, I feel like, you know, it's such an opportunity to help someone through a time that honestly, it's not fun. Selling a home is not designed to be a fun experience, and it's really not. I'm not going to sit here and say, you listen to your home and have people coming through it and negotiating and having someone pick it apart. It is a fun experience, but as a great real estate agent, to help someone navigate through those rocky or rough waters and to get over the obstacles, because there's always obstacles, it is rewarding, and to make that process as smooth as possible. And there's so many things that your clients, Shawn, that they're not even aware of that happen in a transaction when you're representing them, because you handle those things. Because wouldn't you say the job is to make it as smooth as possible and not really stress them out unless it's a need to know, thing that they have to make a decision with?
Yeah, that's my goal, is to try to make it as smooth of a transaction as I can for them, and there's always unforeseen issues that pop up. But if I can put them at ease through these difficult times and help them to be able to move past that, then that's my goal. That's what I need to do. And so far, I've been able to do that many, many times. It's been great.
Shawn Cardoza with the Kevin Blaine Real Estate Team, one of the most successful agents I've ever worked with or seen that also had a full-time job. One of the top, and now full-time, absolutely, and now full-time. The sky's the limit, Shawn. Speaking of sky's the limit and doing things that only crazy guys would do. Just kidding. Shawn has not this part. Shawn has 3 girls. The oldest is 17.
17.
17. So 17, 15, and 14.
Correct.
And then a son that's 12, 13. And then you recently had a baby.
Yeah, she's 2-year-old.
2 years,
Yeah.
Okay. So there's about a 10-year gap there between
pretty much.
the youngest, and so 5 children, and Cambria.
Cambria is the
Yeah.
youngest. Yep.
She's a joy.
She is a joy.
We got a picture of her, right? Yeah, isn't that, what a cutie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She calls me Uncle Kev, I have to show her. I'm quite proud of her.
Yeah.
But what an awesome experience to be a dad of a young child again.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. And does she enjoy the things that you and Laura, like horses and dogs? And
she's a country
goats?
girl if I've ever seen one. This girl just would live outside every day if she could. She's all about, loves her horses. She loves everything just like Mom.
That's cool. Well, Shawn, the future. What does the future hold for you?
Of course, I am looking to continue to expand my real estate business into hopefully a completely different level. And with that, of course, is getting out there and meeting the needs of what my clients need. At this point in time, I've had an amazing group of revolving clients that I've helped multiple times, and that's just nothing but room to grow there. So that's my goal, is to just move forward in that.
Well, I'm excited for you, Shawn, and I don't say this about too many people, but I've known Shawn for a little over 6 years, and he truly is one of the most reliable, honest people that I've seen. I would trust him with my life. And when you're involved in a real estate transaction of $100, $300, $500, $1 million, I think it's an asset to have that type of guy on your side. You're watching KBTV. I'm Kevin Blaine with the Kevin Blaine Real Estate Team. Shawn, if somebody wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way to contact you?
I've got, of course, email, Shawn Cardoza at kw.com. My cell number, I always give out my cells, 559-318-6727. I do have a website, californiaproperties.org. And that's any of the ways that you're able to get a hold of me.
Now you're available 24/7.
That's right.
All right.
24/7.
Shawn Cardoza was our guest. We appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you very much.
And make sure you tune in next time for KBTV. Good night, everybody. Ron Burgundy.
Ready when you are. Are you going to be doing some cutting and pasting and everything else?
Yeah, I'll make it look.
That's good.
Appreciate you watching KBTV, and we'll keep it exciting for you. And Taylor Swift, right here on KBTV. Someday. Possibly. Maybe.